नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Yes. Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for session 2. Today we'll discuss little more deeper the chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So we'll try to cover first a few chapters of Bhagavad Gita in this session. So last week we talked about the glories of Bhagavad Gita. How Bhagavad Gita is the summum bonum of all Vedic literatures. So there is no other literature which is equivalent to Bhagavad Gita. So all essence of Vedic literature embedded in Bhagavad Gita. So, and how different Puranas and other references talks about all the holy rivers are present in Bhagavad Gita, all avatars present in Bhagavad Gita, all holy tirtha stories present in Bhagavad Gita. So today, let us discuss the importance of a few chapters. The first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. It's very important. So we can call easy to remember this chapter as a doubt. We'll get into that. What is doubt, right? We all have so many doubts in day-to-day lives. The doubting is important quality. Doubts means you are exercising your intelligence. You are exercising your intellectual capacity. And you are very inquisitive. It's very much important to question and understand the fundamentals. We question so many things in day-to-day life. We question where do you get a big house, where do you get good things, where do you get this, where do you get that. We always question, we're always looking for something. We're very inquisitive to understand so many things in this world. So we have to question what is the purpose of life. So in this chapter, Arjuna had so many doubts. How Arjuna collapsed. Arjuna had great abilities and great skills and great intelligence, great knowledge. In spite of having everything, Arjuna breaks down. It's not abilities and skills will make your life perfect. Yes, that will help you to get a very good professional career, but to deal with life, you need character. You need wider understanding of life itself. So Arjuna had everything, but Arjuna broken down. So the whole purpose of the first chapter is even great people can break down. Breaking down is not a weakness. So it's not very well prepared to handle the real world. Put it that way. It's not an inability. It's not a weakness of the people. Sometimes people think, oh, I'm a strong man. I should never break down. It won't work like that. Sometimes even a spiritualist break down. Look at Arjuna, such a great spiritualist. He broken down. But there is a remedy, medicine, he can quickly get out of that situations. There's a reason we need a coach like Krishna. So this first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, you see, it's dealt with very important thing. So the chapter begins with Dhritarashtra. Dharma kshetra kurukshetre samaveta yusavaha mamaka pandava chaiva kimakurvata sanjaya. Imagine the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita begins with Dhritarashtra. He was very inquisitive. He was asking his servant Sanjaya, hey, what's happening in Kurukshetra? How my children, Kauravas, are doing? How Pandu children, my brother children, what they're doing? Are they compromising? Are they ready to fight? What's happening in the battlefield? Because Dhritarashtra, a blind man, so he could not see. He stayed back at Hastinapur. But Vyasadeva gave a special vision to Sanjaya. Sanjaya could see live Kurukshetra and he could narrate everything to Dhritarashtra. See, we talk about YouTube live stream and Facebook live stream and other live streams. You see, 5,000 years ago, Vyasadeva enabled live streaming to Sanjaya. He could see, he could hear everything what's happening in Kurukshetra. He could also read the mind of the people there. Imagine what kind of ability, Sanjaya got it. So Dhritarashtra was very anxious because Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, his sons are fighting in Dharma Kshetra. The Kurukshetra, not ordinary place, is such a spiritually surcharged place. And his children are fighting for adharma in the most powerful Dharma Kshetra. Imagine what would be their fate. Their fate, actually. Dhritarashtra was very much worried because the place is not ordinary. And second, Krishna is personally standing. How his children would get out of the war, how his children would fight. So he was very anxious of that because of Krishna's presence, because of Dharma Kshetra, spiritual place, and the Pandavas are such exalted, saintly people. So if you're fighting with saintly people, definitely the outcome is very predictable. You don't need too many guesses. You don't need too much philosophy for it. Dharmo rakshita rakshitaha. If you stand by dharma, dharma will protect you. As simple as that. The result is already known, but Dhritarashtra is very anxious. Maybe something will happen. That is the nature of a demon, nature of Asura Guna personality. He always has something, even hope that, something miracle may happen, even is fighting for adharma. That is the nature of Dhritarashtra, very cunning mentality. You see, even this whole episode of first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So then, before even Kurukshetra started this episode, Duryodhana and Arjuna both went to Krishna for help. Arjuna, being a devotee, he stood at the feet of Krishna because when they went to Dwaraka, Krishna was resting, Krishna was sleeping. So Arjuna went to the lotus feet of Krishna, was standing there with the folded hands. Duryodhana also went, but Duryodhana had lots of ego. He didn't want to stand at the feet of Krishna. He sat next to Krishna's head. He sat next to Krishna's head, where Krishna was resting. He was sitting next to Krishna. Naturally, when you open your eyes, you see directly. You don't turn and see, right? You see directly. So Krishna opened his eyes. He saw Arjuna was standing there. There he asked, Arjuna, how are you? So, what is the purpose of your visit? Then Duryodhana was upset. Oh, Krishna, I came first. Arjuna came last. I came first. But Krishna said, you see, when I open my eyes, I see Arjuna. You are sitting next to me. I could not see you. So, but anyway, what is the purpose of your visit? So Duryodhana said, I want help. We're planning to do fight in Kurukshetra. I want help from you. But Krishna put a condition. I'm not going to fight in Kurukshetra. I have two proposals. First proposal is that I will give all my Narayana Sena, that is the name of Krishna's army or soldiers, Narayana Sena. They are powerful, as powerful as Krishna. That is my Narayana Sena, who is protecting Dwaraka. I will give my full Narayana Sena. Other side, I will be standing. Whether you can choose me, I don't hold any weapon. I don't participate in the war. I only guide you if required. I don't play any active role. But other side, my soldiers, millions of soldiers, they are ready to fight. And Dhritarashtra, the Duryodhana was very eager to ask. But as per the etiquettes, generally the first preference would be given to the youngest person in the assembly. So Arjuna was younger than Duryodhana. And Duryodhana had some basic etiquettes. He said, okay, Arjuna can ask because he is younger than me. Without a second thought, Arjuna asked, Krishna, I want you. I don't want your soldiers. I don't want all your army. I want you, Krishna. I don't want anything from you. I just want your presence, Krishna. Duryodhana was very happy inside. Oh, these poor Pandavas, they don't even know what to ask from God. Isn't it? If God comes in front of you, what you would ask? You ask everything in this world, no? If you ask God, I want you, God. Everybody laugh at you. Hey, you crazy people, they don't know what to ask from God also. Duryodhana was thinking like that. Oh, he was very joyful inside. Arjuna did not ask soldiers. So he wanted only Krishna. What he will do? What he will do without holding any weapon? I don't want any counseling and all. I need resources, not counseling. Then he was very happily accepted. Yes, Krishna, I want Narayana Sena. That Arjuna did not want. I'll accept very happily, Krishna. And he was very happy. He was thinking he was, he got the best deal. But the poor fellow, he doesn't know God is standing by you. What can harm you? What can withstand in front of God? So that ignorance is very clearly visible in the life of Duryodhana. In Arjuna's life, he doesn't want anything from God. He wants only God. Similarly, when you go to temple, you should ask, oh Narayana, oh Srinivasa, oh Krishna, oh Narasimha, I want you. I want you. If God is the king, is everything. No, king means kingdom, king means people, king means everything, inclusive. So that knowledge is missing in Duryodhana's life. So that's why Pandavas got Krishna as their guide. And Krishna said, I can only drive chariot. What service I can do? I cannot hold any weapon. Krishna became a driver. You see, God has become driver to serve his devotee. That is the position of bhakti. If you become a devotee, if you become a bhakta, the power of bhakti brings God under your control. You see? So in the whole first chapter, that's how it started. And Krishna became the driver for Pandavas, especially for Arjuna. And the first chapter began with that conversation. And Duryodhana was glorifying his strength. Bhishma, Dronacharya. He was, as I mentioned, whole world divided into two parties. Pandavas party, Kauravas party. Unfortunately, you see, 2/3 of the strength stood by Kauravas. Only 1/3 stood by Pandavas. That was the strength. And Duryodhana was very proud of his strength and his army, his resources and everything. Sometimes people think, if I have best resources, I will get success. No. Even you don't have resources, if you get the mercy of God, touch of God, you'll be able to do miraculous things in this world. So it's not about all the time resources make you successful. No, it's about character make you successful. So then Pandava's strength was described in first chapter. And Sanjaya was narrating everything to Dhritarashtra in Hastinapur. And that's how whole first chapter starts. Then in between uncertainty, Arjuna was very, universally famous leader, Kshatriya personality. But somehow or other, you see what happened. Arjuna got bewildered. This is the problem in first chapter. Sometimes confusion comes, bewilderment comes. That will crush you. You don't even know how to handle that. That will crush you. Arjuna uvacha senayor ubayor madhye ratam sthapayame achyuta yavad etan rushikesham yodho kaman avasthitan Kairmayi saha yodhavyam ashmindrana samudhyame. Oh Krishna, please drive my chariot in the middle of the army. I would like to see who assembled here to fight against Dharma. He is ordering Krishna. Can order God? So you see, that is the power of bhakti. Krishna became order carrier. Krishna became a driver for Arjuna. He is receiving orders from Arjuna. Without any hesitation, Krishna drove the chariot. But you see what happened. After seeing his guru, Dronacharya, who taught him Dhanurvidya, Arjuna's heart started shivering. Oh, I have to kill my guru Dronacharya? Then he saw his grandfather Bhishma Deva, who pampered him, who nurtured him on his lap. Pandavas, when they lost their father Pandu Maharaj, when they came to Hastinapur, Bhishma Deva took care of them very nicely. And Arjuna was thinking, my grandfather taught me everything. Now I have to kill him. Then he saw other side, his uncles, and his cousins, his grandsons, his kind of children like people. Everybody is assembled there. They're eagerly ready to fight and kill Arjuna. So seeing this scene, imagine all your dear ones standing next to you with the weapons to kill you. It's a very scary moment, no? Are, I love them so much. Now they're standing by to kill me. It's a very painful journey, painful moment. So it's not easy. You're an IPS officer. If you have to shoot your own family member who done some crime, can you shoot? Your hands will be shaking. Even you would have gotten an Olympic medal in shooting, but you have to shoot your dear ones, your hand will be shaking. No. If you're a doctor, if you have to do surgery for your dearmost family member, sitting, sleeping on ICU table, you have to cut their heart. Your blade, your hand will be shivering. No, how can I cut my dear one? No. It happened in Chicago. One famous cardiologist who was very expert doing heart surgeries. So it happened to, a situation happened to be there. He had to operate his dearmost son. And he went to the operation theater and he was about to do the operation. But seeing his son in that condition, his hands were shivering. He said, I cannot do this. Immediately call other doctor. Can you please do the surgery for my son? I cannot do this. I'm breaking down. Imagine that is simple surgery is breaking you down. Arjuna situation, he had to kill his whole family members who unfortunately stood by adharma. That's the reason Arjuna is saying, oh Krishna, my heart is drying up. My heart is burning. My mouth is getting drying up. And my body is shivering. My body trembling. Seeing these people, my Gandiva is slipping from my hand, Arjuna. You may have the most powerful weapon, but you have the most loving people or even your family member next to you. Even the weapon cannot do anything. Arjuna condition like that. He is saying, my Lord, Krishna, I don't want this kingdom. I didn't want this kingdom. I am ready to even go to the forest. I am ready to beg also, Krishna. I don't want to kill these people and for the sake of kingdom. I want to give up this fighting, Krishna. Sometimes situation will crush you. You may appear very strong and very bold. So if the problem attack you, the problem make you like a potato, you see, it appears very hard externally. If you boil it, it will become too soft. Similarly, you may appear very hard, very strong personality, but problems attack you, it make you soft, it crush you if you don't have ability to handle them. Even Arjuna was saying, my body is shivering, I don't know what to do, Krishna. These people overcome a greed. They don't care about relationship, they don't care about family, they have no discrimination. They're ready to kill their family members for the sake of kingdom. We find such people in Kali Yuga, many places, for sake of property, for sake of wealth, brothers killing each other, or children killing the parents, parents killing the children, or even inappropriate relationships killing the whole families. There is no value for relationship at all. Greed and lust can push you to the ignorance. Arjuna was saying, my Lord, if I kill all these people, you see what will happen. If they all die, their wives will become widows and the children will become fatherless. Without a father, who will teach them dharma? And without a husband, how wife will be protected? Many men will approach those widows, exploit them, spoil them. They may try to exploit them. Then Varna Shankara means unwanted children will born. The whole social system will be disturbed. Unwanted children will create so much disturbance in society. They don't follow rules, regulation of the Vedas. So by seeing all this, unwanted population only creates troubles for humanity. The earth will become burdened with all these things. But the evil deeds of these people, the family tradition, culture, everything will be destroyed. Even nobody will be there, even offer pinda pradana to their fathers, forefathers, because they will break the regulatory principles. So I see only the calamity, Krishna. I don't see any good in this war. I see only calamity. I didn't want to fight Krishna. Let these children of Dhritarashtra, let them use their weapon to kill me. I don't want to hold Gandiva. I will go unarmed without any weapon. Let them kill me. I don't resist, Krishna. I don't resist. Let them win. I don't want to fight. Let them take the kingdom. Let them kill us. I am ready to die, Krishna. Is it not similar to many people's situation in day-to-day life? Sometimes people ready to die also. No, I cannot handle this. I want to die. I cannot handle this. They don't know. Death is not a solution at all. Death only creates more troubles for you. That we'll talk about that in second chapter. It's not an easy thing. Death is not an easy thing to handle. After death is a reality. If you have lifespan, if you give up your life in between, you will not get a next life itself. You will become a ghost to complete the lifespan. You will feel hungry, you cannot eat. You feel thirsty, you cannot drink. You want to touch, you cannot touch. Desires are there, they're in the body for you. So somebody commits suicide, they'll become ghost. They don't get a next body. Life is more miserable. So we have to know the journey of life. That's how Arjuna gave so many reasons why he should not fight. That is the first chapter ended with that kind of a doubts in his mind. He gave up his Gandiva. He sat down in a chariot and he was crying. You see, he was crying. He was crying. Krishna, what to do? What to do? Now you see what will happen. So this is a beautiful thing. How Krishna, you need a coach, as I mentioned, is not about your abilities. It's about who are you with? What is your company? So, second chapter, it talks about, keep the easy way to remember is Gita. So what is Gita here? First thing is Guru. Second thing, identity. Third thing, duties to perform. And A stands for Atma Rama, understanding the Atma. So how to be self-satisfied, Atma Rama means. Remember, the second chapter means Gita, Gita. Now Arjuna was dealing with Krishna in a friendship manner. So he was talking, dialogue, everything is happening. But you see there now, Arjuna was in dilemma, Arjuna was in confusion, Arjuna did not know what to do. Then Arjuna had only one option, taking shelter of Krishna. And Arjuna admits, Krishna, you please dispel my doubts, remove the ignorance. Please consider me as your Sishya, as your student. I want to accept you as my Guru, Krishna. Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. So you imagine, so if you are in kind of an illusory state, you need somebody to remove that illusion, remove the covering, remove that ignorance. We need a teacher. We need a guru to do that. A person whose hands tied, he cannot release himself. We need somebody whose hands are free. He can come, he can release. Similarly, we need somebody who is more spiritually advanced. So Arjuna took shelter of Krishna, that Krishna, please forgive me. I treated with you as a friend, but I'm going to accept you as my guru now. I don't know what to do. I'm at the junction. Many times in our lives, we'll be at the junction. What decision I have to make in our lives? We need a We need Krishna, we need Bhagavad Gita, which is like a navigator for all of us. Now you see what will happen. Krishna explained the science of soul. Arjuna, you are thinking these are the father, he is the grandfather, he is your teacher, they are our cousins, they are your grandsons. No, who are you? Who are you, Arjuna? You are not the body. You are beyond the body. That science of the soul. That science of the soul, Krishna explains in this chapter. Now you see, what is important thing is, how do we understand the soul, identity part? See, this is very important, no? So sometimes we think that life is very complicating. Now, what is the soul? Are you feeding the soul? So Krishna explained the science of soul. So how would you understand this? You see here, the small picture here. How soul enters into mother womb through father's semen, how the embryo, the body grows, how the soul again takes a birth through the mother womb. Then he grows, boyhood to youthhood, again go to the next stage, and he get old, again he dies, again the cycle continues, he enter into another body according to karma. It's a journey. It's a journey soul is going through. So we are not the body, we are beyond the body. So that formation, we can explain that there is a physical body, what we see. This is called Bhautika Sharira. Bhautika Sharira or Panchabhuta Sharira, or a physical body made of earth, water, ether, air, and fire. This body made of these elements. There is something else inside the body that is called mind, buddhi, intelligence, and ego, aham. This constitutes a second body. It's called Sukshma Sharira. Second body. First is Bhautika Sharira, what we see. Inside that Sukshma Sharira, inside that is the soul, Adhyatmika Sharira, that is spiritual body. Krishna talking about Arjuna, what is birth, what is death? Birth means soul accepting a material body. This is called birth. Soul giving up this body is called death. As simple as that. Sometimes you wear, so suppose you're wearing a coat, you're wearing a jacket. Inside jacket, you wear a pant and shirt. Inside pant and shirt, you have your body. As simple as that. Now, what is death means? You're removing your jacket. You're taking another jacket. So taking another jacket is called birth. Giving up a jacket is called birth. It's called death. Nothing else here. So this giving up and accepting. This is Arjuna. But inside the soul, he is indestructible. You cannot burn him. You cannot measure him. He's immutable. He's very eternal. He's unborn. There is no death for the soul. Death means nothing but accepting a body. It's called birth. Giving up a body is called death. As simple as that. So we have to understand the person sitting inside you. Sometimes you say, oh, this is my house. Sometimes you say, oh, this is my car. This is my phone. What is that? My car, are you the car? My phone, are you the phone? My house, are you the house? You are not the house. You are owner of the house. You are owner of the car. You are owner of the phone. My phone. Isn't it? We don't say iPhone. We don't say iHouse. We don't say iBody. Isn't it? There is a owner. There is something, object which is owned. When you say similarly, my body, you are not the body. You are owner of the body. When you say my house, you are not the house. You are owner of the house. Similarly, when you say my body, you are not the body. You are inside the body. You are the owner of the body. You own the body, but you are not the body. That understanding of soul, Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita. We are feeding the body. Am I feeding the soul? What is the soul food? Bhakti. Bhakti is the food for the soul. The way we need vitamins, minerals, and protein, carbohydrates, everything to nourish the body, other body will become very weak. Then what you need to nourish the soul? Bhakti. How do we understand this? Once a man, you see, one person has 4 wives. To understand soul, you see, one person has four wives. Of course, very difficult to handle even one spouse. Imagine if you have to deal four spouses is difficult, no? In Kali Yuga. Other times maybe you could handle, but Kali Yuga, no. One spouse itself, people are getting divorced, people are breaking up. So, but one person has four spouses, four wives. And he's taking care of the fourth wife is very, very nicely. He's taking care of the fourth, loving the fourth wife, whatever fourth wife wants, he's supplying. He's taking care so nicely, and he's pampering the fourth wife, and he's giving so much attention to the fourth wife. Then the third wife, of course, he liked third wife too, but a third wife sometimes, no, he takes third wife for traveling. For planning, all the things he takes third wife for traveling, site visit, touring, everything. He takes third wife. He likes third wife also very much, but not as good as fourth wife. And the second wife, he likes second wife also, but not as good as third wife. But whenever he is in some problems, some sad situation, he goes to second wife for some help. Can you please help me? I'm in some trouble. I'm in this anxiety. Can you help me? He takes help from second wife when he's in danger. For traveling and everything, he takes help from third wife. But for the most enjoyment, everything, he always mingles, give importance to fourth wife. The first wife is always ignored, neglected. He doesn't even care about first wife. He doesn't care. He doesn't think about first wife. But he doesn't know that because of first wife, he got all other wives. But he's ignoring the first wife. Life is going on happily for him. Suddenly death approaches him. The last moments are coming. He's thinking what to do. So he has to give up his body. He has to give up his life. Then he immediately called fourth wife. Oh, my dear fourth wife, I have been taking care of you so nicely. You're very dear to me. I gave you most important than any other wife. Now I'm going to die. Can you please come with me? Can you please come with me? Can you please come with me? And the fourth wife said, sorry, I cannot come with you. So I cannot come with you. Sorry, I cannot come with you. So the guy's heart was shaken up. Ore, I gave so much importance to the fourth wife. She doesn't want to come with me. And he approached third wife. So wherever I traveled and everything, I've always taken you. Can you please help come with me? I'm going to die. I don't want to go alone. Can you come with me? Third wife said, oh, my dear husband, I love you, but I cannot come with you. I cannot come with you. But when you die, I will marry someone else. I cannot live alone. I would like to marry someone else. That's it. That guy heart shaken up, thunderbolt. Arey, I'm about to die. I'm asking my third wife to help me. She's saying I want to marry someone else. After I die, she started crying. Arey, what is this life? Then he went to second wife. You always help me whenever I'm in danger, when I'm in pain, when I'm in anxiety. Always help me. Now I'm in the most anxiety situation. I'm going to die. Can you please come with me, my dear second wife? Second wife said, yes, I love you. I helped you many times. I would like to help you, but I cannot come with you. I can come with you to the graveyard or to Smashana. I can come with you to the graveyard or Smashana, not more than that, please. Again, he started crying. Oh, I give so much importance to all second, third, fourth. Then he didn't know what to do. He was crying helplessly. He heard a sound coming from somewhere. I will come with you. He was surprised. Who is that? His first wife. And he started crying. Oh, I never pay attention to you. I never given even my love to you. I never given my time to you. And you want to come with me. I neglected you throughout my life. Now I am realizing who is the most important person. So please forgive me. I neglected you. I insulted you. I ignored you. First you say, don't worry, I'll always be with you. In every person's life, every person got 4 wives. The fourth wife, who always pampered everything, the person, that is your body. Everybody is working for the body. Everybody ready to do anything for the body. For food, people drive. For eyes, people go different continents. For body's sake, people go to any level. For body pleasure, people go to any level. They're ready to spend money, ready to kill people, ready to do anything for body pleasure. Then the fourth body pleasure, the body will become decomposed. Body will become stool for small insects when soul leaves the body. So fourth wife is the body. Everybody gives utmost importance, but it doesn't do any much contribution at all. So we are giving something, most valuable thing, but for very such a temporary thing. The fourth wife is the body. Who is the third wife? Third wife said, when you die, I will marry somebody else. Without any hesitation. That is your wealth. That is your wealth and properties and everything what you have. Dhana, dravya. Dhana means wealth, sampada. So you are spending your days, spending your times, using your intelligence, selling your knowledge. You are finding many possible ways to multiply your wealth, multiply your revenue streams. You want to be very rich. Everything is possible. You're working so hard for that, but when you die, wealth will be owned by somebody else, will be inherited by somebody else. You cannot even take one gold coin, even not 1 gram with you, not 1 cent of land with you. Your lands and wealth, house, everything will be, ownership will be transferred. Somebody else will own them. Today you are owning them. Tomorrow somebody else will own them. Transfer, that is your third wife. You cannot own forever. It will be transferred. And the second wife said, I will come to you. I'll give you farewell until smashana. That is your family and relatives. You may love them. They may love you. At the most, what they can do, they can bury your body in a graveyard. They can come to graveyard, smashana. They can bury, they can cry. They can shed some tears. That's it. They cannot come with you. You cannot take them also. So the whole family, people are struggling. Oh, I love my family. My family is big support. Yes, we respect everything. But lead a life with understanding. We're not saying give up your family, give up your wealth, give up the body. No. Develop the wider understanding of life. Live with realities. Now, who is the first wife? Most neglected. Not even talking about the first wife. That is your soul. That is your soul. So that soul is not nourished at all. So everybody is spending time for body, for the family, and for wealth, everything. They're all going to be here for a few years. But who is permanent? That is you. That is your soul. You have to feed your soul. That is bhakti. Whole second chapter deal with that. What is the soul? What is the important thing? I. People running for iPhone. They forgot who is that I. I, understanding the I is the most important thing. So Krishna explains the science of soul in this chapter. So what is the most important verse about the soul? Most of you heard also, no? In Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? What was the Vasamsi jirnani yata vihaya navani grunati naroparani tata sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani samyati navani dehi. The way the person removes the old garments, wears a new garments, similarly soul give up the old body, accept another body according to karma. But you cannot choose your body. You cannot choose your family. You cannot choose relationships. Everything forced upon you. What you may get a body like an animal, body like an insect, body like a dog, body like a hog, body like a pig, body like an elephant, body like a donkey, or body like even a devata. You can even become Indra, Surya, Chandra, or you can even become a human being. You can even you may go to even Patala, Ratatala, or even Yamaloka. Depends on the karma. So we have to understand the journey of the soul. Bhakti is not about, A human life journey, spiritual journey in human body, no, it is soul journey in human life. Understand the journey of the soul. That's how Krishna explains that, isn't it? A lot of times we think the reincarnation, sometimes we hear some stories, a lot of documentaries have been done by BBC or many kind of research institutions, reincarnation. So there's so many stories about reincarnation, who had the past memories, who remember the past life, how they died, who are the family members. There are many things were there. So I can just simply summarize one guy in Los Angeles. There was one guy who died. The next life, he took birth from other family. He's like a 4 year, 6 year old boy, 6 year old boy or something. And but he remembered all his past, where he died and who was family members and everything. So his mother got shaken up. Her mother name is Cindy, got shaken up. I what this guy is talking, Cindy, and his name is Ryan. So Ryan, so didn't know he was narrating everything how he died. He said, "My dear mother, I was a Hollywood agent, Hollywood actor." She was surprised. "Are man, you're 6 year old boy." So one day she was taking him in the car. He saw a big poster. He recognized the person. He's my friend. Next to him, that was me only. His name was George, the Hollywood actor George, a 1960s actor George. So his mother got really shaken up, and he took him to a psychiatrist. So the psychiatrist saw everything and want to verify the facts. Finally, they traced down the previous family, George family, and the George daughter and everything. The Ryan was taken there. Cindy taken him, and he was narrating everything, his past life, everything with his daughter. Daughter was recognizing everything. Yes, he's my father only. But you see, but they already moved on in their lives. They forgot the father body and everything. They could not recognize, sorry, what is my father mean this body? This is a different body. They could not recollect. They did not express the same love for that new body. And that poor Ryan, simple boy, understood, oh, this is, I didn't want this. I want to forget all my past body. I didn't want to remember all these people. So because they already forgot, they moved on in their lives. But there are so many historical research proved that the reincarnation is always important principle of Sanatana Dharma. Bible does not talk about reincarnation. Quran does not talk about reincarnation. Bhagavad Gita begins with reincarnation. How can you explain there are so many trees, so many birds, so many insects? How can you explain that theory? Why not everybody human being? Why not everybody animal? Why there are different species in the planet? They all have soul. On what basis they become something? That theory is explained in second chapter, Science of the Soul. So we should have the deeper understanding about the soul. Then Krishna goes more deeper in second chapter. He talks about so many properties and attributes of the soul. Then Krishna wants to give that knowledge to Arjuna, that Arjuna, you are thinking he was a grandfather. The soul does not belong. Soul does not even know who you are. Body recognizing you. The moment soul leaves the body, soul forget all the relationships. The journey, soul takes 1 year to travel from Bhuloka to Yamaloka. It's a 1 year journey. Soul does not even go to directly heaven, Swargaloka. No, a lot of people say rest in peace. There is no rest in peace at all. If you understand the journey of the soul, the moment soul leaves the body, it takes Yamaduta take the soul out of this body, time of death, and it takes 1 year to travel to Yamaloka. The whole journey, that's why we call 11th month anniversary we do. 11th Shraddha ceremony people perform. Even 11th day Shraddha they perform. Some family they do monthly ceremony also to offer food everything to the departed soul. It's the whole journey. After 1 year travel in Yamaloka, by seeing your karma and everything, it will be decided. So karma, you have to stay in Yamaloka, then you have to come back to Bhuloka, you have to go to Swargaloka. So it's not that directly you go somewhere else. No, the journey is very important. So the journey is miserable for a sinful person. The journey is pleasant for a punyatma. But if you're a devotee, if you read Bhagavad Gita, you don't go to Yamaloka at all. You directly go to Vaikuntha Loka from Bhuloka directly. If you do charity, Raktadana, Annadana, Netradana, any dana you do, you don't directly go to Swargaloka. You have to go to Yamaloka. By seeing your karma, how much punya you have done, accordingly, Yama Dharmaraj may promote you to Swargaloka. For going to Swargaloka, punya is done, again you have to come to Bhuloka. A sinful man suffer in Yamaloka, Narakaloka, again come back to Bhuloka. But a bhakta, a devotee who worship Lord Narayana, he'll directly go to Vaikuntha Loka. That science is explained in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. You see, then Krishna also talks about what is duty, who are the devatas, correct? All the navagrahas, all the planetary systems. The 33 crores of devatas are there in the creation. 33 crores of devatas. But the worship Krishna means inclusive, everything already worshipped. That's why we say Krishna Arpanam. So if you worship Krishna means you're worshipping all 33 crores of devatas. You don't need to worship separately. The philosophy Krishna explains in second chapter. And also Krishna gives very important assurance. Swalpam apiyesha dharmasya trayato mahato bhaya. O Arjuna, who understands Bhagavad Gita, who practices Bhagavad Gita, even little bit, swalpam asya dharmasya, he'll be saved from the greatest danger, calamities in this life. So that's the reason Krishna should give assurance to you. If you read Bhagavad Gita, that will transform your life. And also Krishna further explained that how mind controls you, how desire controls you, how lust controls you, how people get victimized by this desires and mind system. Even Arjuna asked Krishna, yes, I know why people do things knowingly. It's very important, no? It's not that a thief knows very well, if he steals something, he'll be caught, he'll be put in behind the bar. He knows everything. But why he still do that? Weakness of the heart. Even Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra all sometime asked him, why are you doing these things? He said, yes, I know everything. When Krishna told him, why are you doing this adharma? Krishna, I know everything, but my heart is not allowing me to do right thing. I have weakness in my heart that is pushing me. I could not say no to my heart. I am following even though it is not right. That is the important thing here. People know, anybody doing crime, don't they know? They know consequences. One CEO who carried the child to Goa all the way and killed it in Bangalore. We heard the story a few months ago. She knows very well, my son. But no love, no emotion. She heart become very stone, brutal. Very cruelty comes into the mind because mati vibramaha. Mind will get delusion. Illusion comes when somebody does not know sense control. They'll become uncontrollable, unstoppable. They don't know what to make right decision. They don't know how to control the body, how to control the desire. They become restless. That's the reason we need a yoga. We need a bhakti yoga which controls the mind, which cools the mind, which calms the mind, which controls the body, control the desire. Don't be overconfident that, oh, I'll be able to do everything. No. That lady CEO who killed her own son, 1 year ago, she never thought she would kill her own son. She did that. Look at even most of the times what crimes happening in this world, most of the crime done by the most family members. They never thought they would kill their own family members few months ago, few years ago. That's how mind can degrade you. That's Krishna explained that. Oh Krishna, oh Arjuna, who control this mind, who control the desires, who is not disturbed by these things, by bhakti, that person is the most peaceful person in this world. Isn't it? Even the calamities may come, but he will be unshakable because of he has the weapon of Bhagavad Gita. With that knowledge, he controls the situation in his life. So we need a weapon, most powerful weapon. So the way life will be like a kurma, like a turtle. You see, look at turtle. So sometimes it withdraw the limbs. Whenever turtle want to walk, it release the senses. Whenever doesn't want to walk, it withdraws and become a shell, kurma, isn't it? A person is like that. When there is a activity, he will use his body and indriyas for good things. If something is bad, he will withdraw himself. He doesn't want to do that. That sense control, your intelligence controls the mind. Mind controls the body. That means you have to control soul. When the soul is pure, soul controls the intelligence. Give good instruction, good instruction to the intelligence. Intelligence control the mind. Hey, this thought is not good for you. Cut the thought. This evil thought, cut the thought. The mind controls the mind. Body's tongue want to eat good food. Maybe it's a bad food. No, don't eat this. You see, that's how system should work. The soul should control intelligence, should control mind, then should control the body. Today, what's happening? Mind is controlling intelligence. Intelligence controlling the soul. That's the reason we're arrested here. We don't know what to do. We're helpless. Bhagavad Gita will empower you, will enable you to control your mind. You become the master of the mind. You become the master of the mind. So senses are so strong, it can pull you any every direction. Some of the great people also can fall down. Vishwamitra, greatest yogi. What happened? He heard ankle bell sound of Menaka. He was doing deep meditation, 60,000 years meditation. By hearing ankle bell sound of Menaka, by seeing her beauty, lust awakened. We all know Shakuntala was born as a result. He gave up his meditation, gave up his tapasya. Even a great personality like Vishwamitra lost his control because he was not a devotee. He was not practicing bhakti yoga. He was trying to do dhyana yoga. That's the reason he lost control. That also very much important, you see. How when you don't fulfill your desire, Krishna explains that when you don't fulfill your desire, what will happen? You see, you get anger. You get anger. Anger, what happened? Anger, you see, lust is not satisfied. Desire not satisfied. Krodod bhavati sammoha. Sammohati spriti vibramaha. Spriti bramshat buddhinasho pranashyati. Krishna explains, Krodo bhavati. When desires are not fulfilled, lust is not satisfied, then what happened? Krodha udbhavata. Krodha, anger born. Anger produces immediately bhavati. What anger does? Illusion. Anger takes away your discriminative ability. You don't know what to talk, how to talk. You become sometimes very hyper. Anger push you to the boundary. You don't even know what words you're using, what words you're talking. Isn't it? Krodha udbhavate. When anger comes, what happens? Sammohati spriti vibramaha. When anger comes, bewilderment of memory. Memory is lost. When memory is lost, intelligence also lost. When intelligence is lost, spriti vibramaha buddhinasho. So krodha impacts what happened, you see. Spriti vibramaha. Spriti means memory is gone. And memory is gone, buddhi nasho, intelligence also lost. That means you don't know what choice you're making at the particular moment. Buddhi nasho pranashyati. It only destroy your life. It only destroy your life. That's so very important. How do we control the lust? Lust is how to control the anger, how to control the buddhi, how to control illusion. All things very important. How do we do that? Only through bhakti. That's the reason Krishna says in second chapter, see, bhakti is the most important thing. There is no other way. There is no other way than bhakti. Yesha brahmi sita partha nainam prapya vimohyati sivasyam antakalepi brahma nirvanam ruchyati. Krishna concludes that this is the way of a spiritual life, godly life. Who leads a godly life? He will never be bewildered, Arjuna. Vimohyati, moha, maya never attacks him. He'll be always free from maya. He'll be able to understand what is body, what is soul, what is karma, what is nature, what is lust, what is anger, what are the desires, how to use all these things, what is the creation, what are the devatas, who is God, who is this? Everything, a broader understanding. He will never be bewildered. He never come on illusory things. That is a godly life. So, that is second chapter, deal with these aspects of Bhagavad Gita. Now the most important chapter is the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What is that? Karma Yoga. Isn't it? Karma Yoga is a very important chapter. So we think that, okay, we're done about second chapter. What is third chapter? Karma Yoga tree. Remember tree? You sow the seed. It became a small plant. It will become a tree. It will become Mahavruksha. If you sow a bitter seed, is bitter seed, you get a bitter fruit. The seed is very sweet, you get a very sweet fruit. Isn't it? If you sow a mango seed, you get a very sweet mango. If you sow a neem seed, you get a neem tree. So it all depends about karma. What action you perform, you have to go through the consequences. So that is a definition of this chapter. So karma. Everybody talks about karma. But one thing you should remember, nobody is free from karma reactions in this world. Yastva Indra Gopam Atavendra Karma Brahmanu. You see, Brahma says, even Indra, who is Devadi, Adipati of Devas, Indra, even Indra is not free from karma. Even Indra cannot release your karma, Indra cannot burn your karma. Yestu Indra Gopam Atavendra Mahoshakar Bandhan Rupam Panama Bhajanoti Karmani Nirdahat Kintuta Bhakti Bhajam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Only Govinda, Krishna can burn your karma. Otherwise, you may do anything, you may follow any worship, any process, nobody can burn your karma. So this chapter talks about that aspect. How to do our duties. There are bodily duty, there are family duties, there are occupational, professional duties. We are all doing all other duties wonderfully. But are we doing the soul duty? Duty of the soul. We must perform that duty. We may do wonderfully bodily duty. You may become the best employee of your company, or you may become the best father, best husband, best wife, best father-in-law, best mother-in-law, best brother, best sister relationships. But if you don't perform a soul duty, that means the life is, we are failing in the life actually. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktira dokshaje. We must perform atma dharma. Because second chapter we understood what is soul. Now we must perform the dharma, duty of the soul. So karma means not just, work is worship, you do any work you think that is worshipable. No, the fruit of the work should be offered to God. Then the work is worshipable. If we are enjoying the fruit of our work, every inch of it, that is only karma pala, the karma bandhana, that is only binding you for this world. So we have to understand how to perform work in this world in a much, much safer way. So don't take it very lightly, this karma yoga. So it can crush you, it can take you, whatever you see in this world, correct? Kriyamana karma, sanchita karma, prarabdha karma. So kriyamana karma means sometimes you see the results instantly. Isn't? Suppose if you miss the train, if you go very late to the airport, you will miss the flight, no? Your instant result only is kriyamana karma. If you overeat, immediately you feel the suffocation in the system. Isn't? If you don't eat at all, there is something you say malnourishment, you feel very weak and everything creates problem. If people over smoke, they damage their system, isn't it? Somebody over alcohol, all the instant reactions are there. The kriyamana karma. But sanchita karma means is the bag of karma. It's the bag. Whatever you're doing, it is deposited there. You don't get instant results. It will take time. You are sowing the seed, karma bija. It will take time to fructify that. Sometimes it takes one in the same lifetime, sometimes millions of lifetimes. Sanchita karma. It's very difficult to, no, you cannot burn karma, sanchita karma by any other method. You cannot burn that. You have to go through that karma no matter what. You may like it, may not like it. You must go through sanchita karma. Then prarabdha karma is nothing but what you are experiencing in this body in the present. That is prarabdha karma. So that's how karma functions. So sanchita body is like your hard disk. Put it that way, hard disk, your sanchita karma, everything, all whatever you have done, millions of lifetime karma, everything deposited there, hard disk. But what you are experiencing in this life, prarabdha karma, is like a RAM. Accessing it and running it is a RAM. It's not hard drive. So then you have to see how I can change my karma. Can I change my karma? Can I burn my karma? Can I remove my karma? Is it possible? Yes. Through Bhagavad Gita, it is possible. Any other method, nobody can burn your karma. You have to go through the suffering. So that is we have to understand tyaga, renunciation, how I should work so that I will not get the result. I will not get attached to the result of that work. What is the smart way of working? Krishna explained that. Said, how do you climb onto the ladder of karma yoga? Isn't it? So, because the karma is very intricate, very difficult subject to understand. No one can explain this subject. But Krishna gives some synopsis of karma. So if you understand this topic a little bit, then you will able to at least stay away from bad karma. At least you stay away from bad karma. That we can assure you. Krishna can assure you. You have to learn how to perform exemplary karma which can burn everything. So create a life that feels good on the inside, not just that looks good on the outside. It's very important, no? Everybody want to look outside. We have to act. How do we look inside? How do you look inside? That is a very important aspect. So this is the way the third chapter deals with karma. We all know famous verse. How karma binds karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma palahetur bhuma. Isn't it? Karma is the most intricated subject. Everybody want to say karma means, yes, anything attributed to karma. Karma is not good. My time is not good. We cannot blame anybody in this world. When something unpleasant things happening in your life means you are responsible for it because you contributed it, you sowed the seed. Now you cannot blame anybody in this journey. That if you understand this simple principle that yes, what you have done in the past life, the result you are experiencing today. Sometimes you say why good things happen to bad people, why bad things happen to very good people. Yes, today they look very good. They do very good, but what they've done in the past lives, we cannot see that the result they're experiencing today. That doesn't mean that you have to chase a bad path, and because seeing the bad people, then I have no other way, I have to take a bad path, then life will be very miserable. You see, Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. So after whole Kurukshetra war, Gandhari asked Krishna, why I'm suffering? I got 100 children, but I lost 100 children. Why I'm suffering in this world? Why this suffering, Krishna? So Krishna explains. So Gandhari and Dhritarashtra, 100 lifetimes ago, so your husband was a hunter. And one day he went for hunting and he saw the young birds and he threw the nest, he captured them and he killed them. And seeing that condition, the mother of the bird, father of the bird, they're seeing the 100 baby birds, 100 children died in the hands of hunter, and those mother bird, father bird, crying. They lost their vision, they became very blind, and they died. And your case, so when you are cooking, you throw the boiling water on the ground that kill 100 small insects. That karma also, you see, then you have to go through it. But Gandhari asked, then why 100 lifetimes, Krishna? Why 100 lifetimes? I should have got it immediately, no? I have done 100 lifetimes ago, but why am I suffering now? Krishna said, to get 100 children is not easy. You need to have that kind of a karma in your life, isn't it? So 100 lifetimes it took for you to get the punya, to ways and mean to get 100 children. See, to suffer something bad, even to go through the suffering, you have to do some other action which will create some other situation. Then you'll end up going through the ultimate experience. So 100 lifetimes you have gone through, you have done so many rituals and everything to get 100 children. Why 100 children? To suffer, because your husband and you killed 100 birds in previous life. So to get 100 children, you have to perform karma 100 lifetimes. The result of that. So now you lost all 100 children. So karma does not spare you at all. Karma does not spare you. So even you see, sometimes we take it very light. Sometime while driving, you may kill so many insects. Sometime while cutting vegetables, sometime while drinking water, sometime even agriculture field. Wherever you see, there is killing everywhere. Killing is everywhere. How do I be freed from the karma? This chapter, Krishna explained these aspects. If you eat food which is not offered, that is also kind of karma. It get you karma. In this chapter, Krishna explains, Egnartar karma nyonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartam karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. How one can be freed from karma reactions. Krishna gives the formula in this chapter. You see, Gandhari, Dhritarashtra, what karma they would have 100 lifetimes ago. Everything, how karma chasing, you see, destiny is chasing. And they now, Gandhari, she was not born blind, but looking at husband condition, she voluntarily became blind. Even though she got eyes, because the karma she could not see. She followed her husband, she voluntarily became blind. 100 children, she lost all 100. What kind of pain you see, Gandhari's life. So those life, 100 lifetime ago, what mother, baby bird gone through the pain, they experience this life. So don't underestimate that. You indirectly, you're killing something. Indirectly, you're part of that. You'll get the karma. There are 6 people get the karma. Suppose you see somebody murders, person who planned the murder, person who funded the murder, person who executed the murder, person who supported that. So all 6 kind of people participate. Suppose one animal is killed, okay, example, for any kind of a food or anything non-vegetarian. So it's a big topic, but I'll explain from a Shastric standpoint. If animal is killed, a person who is killed the animal, he'll get the karma. A person who is selling the animal flesh, who is doing the business with animal flesh, he'll get the karma. Person who is buying, he'll get the karma. Person is cooking person may not be eating, but cooking, he'll get the karma. The 5th person who is serving, he'll get the karma. 6th person who is eating, he'll also get the karma. All the 6 people will get the karma here. Whoever animal being killed means all 6 people will get the karma. Imagine what we are doing on daily basis while walking, while running, while jogging, while driving, everywhere there is a killing. We cannot be free from the karma. That's the reason when you read Bhagavad Gita, you will be freed from unknowingly committed karma, knowingly committed papa karmas also. Doesn't mean that again, knowingly, yes, Bhagavad Gita very powerful, let me burn all my karma, again tomorrow start again doing sinful activities. No, it does not act like that. You are doing something intentionally, you have to pay for it. You've done something knowingly, unknowingly, as of today, tomorrow onwards, Krishna, please forgive me, I'll take charge of Bhagavad Gita, it's a new life for you. Krishna will take charge of your karma, he'll burn, he will release you. Karma no anyatra, he will release you. Otherwise, karma bandhana, it will bind you. That is the way this world works. So don't underestimate karma. So this, especially this chapter, you see, sometimes, karma is very vocally talked about it, but very few people have deeper understanding of this topic. That is a problem here. So sometimes you see, you think that my hard work is a gateway to get success. Or sometimes a lot of people define success formulas in this world. There is no formula at all. Let me tell you that. There is no luck, there is no formula. According to your destiny, according to your karma, you will get whether you want it, you don't want it. You must go through that. The pleasure, or a pain, or a misery, or a sadness, or a good family, or a bad family, or a good job, or a bad job, or a wealth, or a poverty, you cannot escape from your own destiny. You must go through that. So you cannot, you're carrying some burden on this shoulder. You may transfer the burden to next shoulder, but you cannot offload your burden. That is not possible. Only Bhagavad Gita can offload your burden. Only Bhagavad Gita can burn your karma. Otherwise, no. There's a reason We must understand what are the duties of the soul. A lot of times people think, oh Swamiji, I want to give best life to my children. Go send them to America, London, everywhere, give best education. I want them to get married with good family people. I want to see my grandson, everything is wonderful. But what are you doing for yourself? What is understanding? Do you think that will, by doing these things, you will escape from Yamaloka? That will take away all your karma? No, even ant is killed unknowingly, you have to go through it. Even a small insect is killed unknowingly, you have to pay for it. Nature will not spare anybody. One could be a most powerful man or most maybe ignorant man. Does ignorance not excuse? There is a fire, you put your finger into fire. A small baby also put finger into the fire. Fire burns, no? Fire does not care, small baby or an old man or a grown-up man. Fire quality is burning. Similarly, karma, if somebody does karma, you have to go through it. And that's what we talked about. Gandhari's life, you see. Even there is a great king, Nruga, a great king. He used to do a lot of charity. Every day he used to distribute millions of cows, millions of gold coins, everything to the needy people, the brahmanas and everything. Such a charitable man. This world never seen. But one time accidentally, he donated millions of cows to one brahmana, one family he donated. But accidentally what happened? One cow, so millions of cow, one cow came back. This king unknowingly gave that cow to another brahmana with another set of new cows. Later they came to know this cow came from the old donation, came back to the new person. They came to know that they both went to the king. You cheated us. You already donated me. You taken the cow back. You donated back to another man. It's a cheating. It's bad karma. King said, no, no, my dear sir, I didn't know this. Unknowingly it happened. I'll give you another 1 million cows. Please forgive me. They said, no, nothing doing. You have to go through this. You have to go through the karma. What happened? There's such a king who did daily charity, he became a lizard. He became a lizard in Krishna Leela. Krishna delivered him. He became a lizard in Krishna Leela. You see what happened? Such a man became a lizard. What will speak about common people in this material world? You see? There's a reason. Karma, we must understand this subject, and so bhakti is the only way which will help you to channelize all your energy and neutralize all your bad karma and good karma, and everything will flush out all your karma, can burn all your karma, can make you karma free. Karma free. There's a reason food also you should offer to God as a naivedya. Then you don't get the papa. Otherwise, you have to pay for it. Nothing comes for free in this world. Let me tell you, you may buy, but you have to pay for it. Small insects, everything, whatever karma means, vegetables, right? Vegetables, what? Plants got life, right? Jagadish Chandra Bose proved it. Plants got life. It's not that only animals got life. Plants also got life. Even taking vegetables, also you're giving pain to the plant. So when you offer the fruits, vegetables, everything to Krishna, those plants will get a human body in next life. Imagine a plant, if you offer brinjal as an naivedya to Krishna, whatever plant gave the brinjal, that plant will get a human body in next life, because being offered as a naivedya to the Lord. Imagine what to speak of you who are cooking and offering to Krishna, isn't it? So otherwise we're eating only Yajnasista bhujante sarvakil bishai bhujante tetvagam papaye pachanta atmakaranat. This same chapter, third chapter, text 13, Krishna says atmakarana, whoever cooking food for themselves, Arjuna, bhujante papam, they're eating only papa, because the plants, everything, the killing, they're getting the papa. But when they offer to me as a naivedya, I will take all the papa, they'll be free from the karma. Krishna not lacking of food. He is the creator of all the universes. You tell me, is he looking for our dry, some chapati, some kind of vegetables? For our benefit, we are doing naivedya. God doesn't want anything from us. By doing that, we'll get benefited. That's the way we have to lead a life. So, in the third chapter, there's Krishna very beautifully explained these karma yoga principles. And he concludes that also a person who controls the lust. This chapter, Arjuna asks, who is that enemy, Krishna? Sometimes I do unknowingly this thing. Krishna says, lust is the greatest enemy, Arjuna. Desires. So if you earn some money, you have to distribute money into at least to 4 parts. 25% you should use for present expenses. 25% you should keep for future expenses. The 25% you should use for devotional activities. 25% you should keep it. You should use the 25%, remain 20% for Vaishnava Seva and Dharma Prachara, all these activities. That means you make 100 rupees, 50 rupees for yourself. 50 rupees you have to serve. You have to use the 50% for serving God and humanity. So then you will be free from the karma. Otherwise, lust is the greatest enemy. Lust cannot be satisfied. Even you get $1 billion, you cannot be satisfied. You cannot be satisfied. A fish cannot be happy on the ground. Fish is happy in the water, isn't it? Evam buddhaye param buddhva samstabhya atmanam atmana jahi shatru mahabaho kamarupam durasadam. Kamarupam durasadam. O Arjuna, evam buddhi param buddhva. You must raise yourself. You must think about this body, about the mind, about the intelligence, about the senses. Param buddhva. O Arjuna, how? Jahi Shatrum Mahabaho. So you have to conquer Shatru Mahabaho. Your Shatru, your enemy is very powerful. Who is the enemy? Kamarupam Durasadam. Who is your enemy? Kamarupam. Lust is your greatest powerful enemy, Arjuna. You need the most powerful weapon to fight with the most powerful enemy. What is the weapon? What is the weapon? Krishna says here, Atmanaha Jahi Shatrum. You have to use the spiritual intelligence. You have to use the Krishna Bhakti. The Bhagavad Gita is the weapon. If you hold on to Bhagavad Gita, that weapon can destroy the most powerful enemy, lust. Desires are nothing wrong. We have to purify the desires. We cannot be desireless. No, I cannot. No, we are not saying don't desire anything. Purify your desire. You learn what to desire first, no? You don't chase after things from morning till evening. The lust cannot be satisfied. I'm talking to so many individual daily basis, sometimes very wealthy people, sometimes middle class, sometimes village people, sometimes none of them are happy. Everybody has certain thing. I want this, I want this, I want. One day, one person went to a sadhu. Swamiji, I want happiness. Swamiji said, Beta, first remove the I from your statement. What is that I? I means ahankara. Ahankar, I want. I. Remove that I. Second thing, remove the want. Want means desire. Remove the want. What is remaining? What is remaining? Happiness. So please remove the I. Please remove the want. Unwanted things chasing you. What you need, tell me. Very little. Mind wants this much. What you can enjoy, only this much only. Mukesh Ambani is a billionaire. Can he eat billion chapatis? Oh, I'm a billionaire. No, I want at least 100 chapatis every day. No. He may be billionaire. Even a beggar. Capacity is same. No. You cannot eat. You have money. You cannot eat money. Now you have money. You can eat everything. No. Your enjoying capacity very little only. But mind says, yeah, you need to have this much, Baba. You cannot enjoy that capacity. It's very limited. You have only 5 ml glass. You may have 100 liters. But what will you do? With 100 liters, you pour into 5 ml glass. If you take only 5 ml, everything will be gone, wasted. No. Similarly, you have to understand that. You have to increase the capacity. Then you increase the capacity. What is capacity? Your Atma's quest. You have to quench the thirst of Atma. The Atma Rama. It's called Atma Rama. That satisfying your soul with that understanding, the spiritual understanding, Kama Rupa Durasadam, then you have to kill the enemy. Then what will happen? You'll be very peaceful in this world. You cannot buy peace of mind. So you must understand what do's and don'ts in this body, what karma you can do, what karma you cannot do. That's why this chapter ends with this kind of an understanding. So you have to kill the enemy, Krishna says. You have to kill this enemy with the weapon of knowledge, Arjuna. With the weapon of knowledge. What? Tashmatvam indriya adho niyamya bharatarshava papmanam prajahiyenam jnana vijnana nashanam. Jnana vijnana nashanam. You need to have the most powerful weapon of knowledge. With that knowledge, you can curb this lust. Enemy sitting in you is dictating you. How many people you see getting carried away by these desires, these unwanted desires? They lose control. They get into bigger problems. They don't think about the future consequences, you see. That's a lust covers your intelligence. So you must learn at least every day. Offer some tulasi dala to Krishna. You have some fruit, offer to Krishna. You have some food without onion, garlic, sattvic food, offer to Krishna. Develop the simple habits. So the food will become prasadam. It will purify your soul, purify your mind, purify your home, purify your children, purify your family, purify your buddhi, purify your life. That is saintly life actually. Wherever you are, you can become a saint. You don't have to give up your corporate life. You can become a saint. You can become a monk. Monk is a mentality, not just only outside layer. So practice from this verse, 3rd chapter. Offer some fruit to Krishna on a daily basis, isn't it? Make Bhagavad Gita as a part of your routine. So don't neglect Bhagavad Gita. So then develop how to perform. Bhakti means what? This karma, bhakti activity, burn your punya karma, papa karma. It's not a punya. It will burn punya also. Even you have punya, to experience punya, you need a body, then you have to suffer. Birth is painful. Ask any mother, labor room, how much they go through the pain. Look at even the baby in the mother womb. If somebody put you in a small suitcase and they put you a small pipe where you get the food and everything, you cannot move this side, you cannot move that side, you cannot sleep, relax, you cannot relax yourself. Imagine a small baby in the mother womb, 9 months sitting, sleeping in the same posture like this. He cannot move around, he cannot stretch, he cannot do these things. Such a miserable condition, no? Soul is crying actually. If you go to ultrasound, you may only see the position of the baby. But when you go through the ultrasound of Bhagavatam Puranam, when you go through scriptures, explain that. There is a prayer. Soul in the mother womb praying to Krishna. My dear Krishna, I have done so much pain, so much karma. I am suffering in the womb, my dear Krishna. When mother eats nice masala dosa, the baby is feeling that pain, the spices and everything. It's very torturing. Imagine a situation filled with stool, urine, flesh, blood in the midst of very disgusting thing, no? If you go to operation theater, very disgusting. You cannot even see your own body. That small baby in the mother womb is living like that for 9 months. And the baby is crying to Krishna. He will remember 100 lifetimes actually in the mother womb. He will remember 100 past lifetimes. He'll pray to Krishna, please release me. When I come outside Krishna, I will worship you. Please release me from the pain. But when you come to this world, he'll forget everything by seeing the father love, mother love, pampering and everything, relatives, toys, everything. He'll forget Krishna, forget Bhakti, he'll forget everything. He will get carried away by the material things. But when he was in the mother womb, he was crying and praying to Krishna. Forgetfulness, isn't it? When the problem is solved, no, you don't think about anything, no. You don't think about God also. The problem is solved. When the soul in the mother womb praying to Krishna for delivery, for help and support, the moment he comes to this world, he'll forget everything. So birth is the most painful. Death is even more painful. Death means what? Scripture talks about this 18,000 Scorpios biting you same time. Sometimes say, oh, my grandfather very peacefully died. There is no peaceful death at all. You may not see internally what's happening. There is no peaceful death at all. A person, Yamadutta is pulling the soul out of the body, that attachment. You live in one house for 50 years. If you have to leave the house, will you feel bad or not? You feel pain, no? Very painful. Imagine you're living in this body is like a house, no? Living in this body for 50, 70, 80 years. You have to give up this body. Not only give up the body, relationship of this body, family and everything. It's the most painful experience, no? It's 18,000 Scorpios biting same time. That is called death. There is no peaceful death. Only a devotee, only who understand the goal of life, who go through the Bhagavad Gita life, he will not experience. We can give a simple analogy. Tiger carries his kittens, his children, isn't? Tiger carries baby tigers in his mouth. Baby tiger not even worried. Oh, my mother is carrying me happily. My baby tiger enjoying that motherly love. If a tiger is carrying a deer in his mouth, what is the position of a deer in the tiger mouth? It's fear. Fear is chasing, isn't it? Oh, it may kill anytime, bite anytime, it may kill anytime. Similarly, death approaches a devotee who lead a saintly life. Is as good tiger carrying his own baby tiger. He doesn't feel anything. He give up the body, very nicely changing the dress, he'll go back to Vaikuntha Loka. A common man who does not lead a dharmic life, Sanatana Dharma life, for him is the most painful experience. And the whole soul journey is most painful. Yamaloka even more painful. So his human life is meant to understand your own identity, your own dharma, your own source, what karma you can perform, who are you related here, what is the relation with God, what action you must perform, what action you must not perform. Then your life will be very glorious. Otherwise, even knowingly drinking poison, after knowing everything, you still run after temporary material things, ignoring the most important identity, that is your soul, Atma Dharma. People have time for everything in the material world, not for Atma Dharma. Sharira Dharma, Bhautika Dharma, and Vritti Dharma, Kutumba Dharma. They do everything, but they have no time for Atma Dharma, isn't it? It's like decorating a dead body. There is a dead body, you decorate a dead body with all the most valuable jewelry. What is the value? Dead body cannot see, cannot experience that. So, bhakti, without bhakti, life is like a dead body. You may have the body, you may be moving, you may be talking, you may be acting, but there is not real purpose of that, no? So, we have to be very, very careful. So, Bhagavad Gita is a navigator, Krishna is the best coach, Krishna best guru, Krishna best guide, Krishna gives the best knowledge to all of us. So don't worry, we have the most powerful weapon in our hands. Now we are learning how to use the weapon. How do we use the weapon right way? Then your life will become fearless. Even death cannot scare you. But death is approaching. Yes, Hare Krishna, we'll go back. If you go talk to common man, death is approaching. No. I wanted so many things in this world. I want to enjoy so many things. I did not do this. I did not do this. I want to live more. Because you never understand what is life. That is the reality. So please take very seriously the Bhagavad Gita. Will guide you. As a request, please read Bhagavad Gita at least one sloka every day. And the second thing, please encourage your children, your family members also read Bhagavad Gita every day. And the third thing, as I requested, at least offer some fruit daily. If you have any photo of Krishna, Narayana, Vishnu, Narasimha, anything, offer some fruit to Krishna and cut the fruit and share with the family member as a prasadam. That will burn your karma also. Fourth thing, time permits, and Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This mantra can burn all your karma, what you have done, many millions of lifetimes also. So the four things put into practice, life will become sublime and meaningful and purposeful. So let me stop here. Anyone has any question?